For this semester, actually, we are going to look at a lot of things that we did not finish last semester for Mark 102. For starters, we are going to pick a first topic that is a popular one: media convergence. The focus is on how the internet has enabled the paradigm shift in form of convergence of different media channels into one medium in such a way that users can now easily access different media channels using one medium. This has also led to the emergence of converged reporters. What do we mean by converged reporters? We mean that reporters that produces computer assisted reporting. This has indeed become a prevalent trend these days. Moving away from that, we are also going to look at the use of artificial intelligence in the media, AI. The AI is the new trend and is making waves, but it comes with a lot of challenges and fear. We will definitely take a peripheral look at this new trend and its implication for the audience and media industry itself. You can, on your own, as a student, explore these challenges and ways of overcoming them if possible. After looking at media convergence, we will now look at what functions the mass media perform to the society. Because we know that the mass media do actually perform very pertinent functions for the individual and for the society. We will describe each function in detail and show how the mass media relates to other social institutions, and we will also name and explain some of these some mass communication theories which explain these relationships. In doing this, we will look at mass media theory from two broad perspectives: what we call the normative theories of the press, that looks at how the theories that underpin the relationship of how the media is regulated and how the media operates in a given society. Then we will also look at the other theories that has to do with media influence on individual and on the society. It is always said that each society adopts a media theory that suits its political undertone. We will find out the relationship between that, and we will look at some of these institutions that are very important in media relationship. We will look at the mass media and the political institution, and under that we will look at the theories like status conferral, agenda setting, theory of the media. We'll look at the mass media and the church and the family and other social institutions that we want to find out the relationship between those. Then we will also, after looking at them, we'll look at the composition of the mass media audience. Who are the mass media audience? If we remember critically, we will recall that in our definition of the mass media audience, we agreed that the mass media audience are characterized by three key variables. That the mass media audience, they are scattered, they are diversified, and they are large. When we talk about the largeness of the mass media audience, we are not looking at 500,000. We are looking at billions and billions of individuals that are scattered all over the world, that are diversified in their segmentation demographically and psychographically, that are both have the ability to view a mass media channel at the same time without interference of irrespective of time and space. When we look at that, we also try to describe the characteristics of these mass media audience in detail. We will also look at the effects of the mass media on these audience. We recognize some of the theories that talk about powerful influence, moderate influence, and what we call the high influence. We will try and list and justify these theories of the mass media and recognize the factors that influence audience response to media messages. We will also try to identify the theories that equally explain audience reaction to mass media content. When we would have looked at that, we will now sum up. Now, it is important that you understand how many of these topics that we want to look at and how important they are. What we need to do now is that look at what I have just explained and just take one theory, one normative theory that you understand and summarize. Take one media effects theory and understand and summarize. We also look at media literacy. What is media literacy? Why is it important? What are media literacy skills? So you can list for me 10 media literacy skills that you know. Thank you very much.